All right. Thank you so much. Welcome to another sales story and a tip podcast. My name is Fred Diamond. I'm the founder of the Institute for Excellence in Sales. Sales Story and a Tip is a sub-brand of the Sales Game Changers podcast. You can read the transcripts or listen to every past Sales Game Changers podcast at salesgamechangerspodcast.com. And today go to salesgamechangerspodcast.com/Craig Lowder. Again, you could watch today's show on YouTube. If you are watching it on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Feel free to give a comment. We would greatly appreciate that. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Give us a 5-star review. All right, Craig, on the Sales Story and a Tip podcast, I ask a guest to come on, tell us a little bit about themselves, tell us a great sales story, an inspiring or interesting sales story, and then give us a tip that you learned from that. So I'm excited to have Craig Lowder on the show today. Craig, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Fred. I'm honored to be on your podcast. My background is 40 years in B2B sales leadership and also working as an independent trusted advisor. Since 2012, I've had my own sales consulting practice that serves small businesses as well as independent trusted advisors. Along the way, I'm humbled that I published 2 best-selling books on Amazon, Smooth Selling Forever, which is focused on the small business owner, and Trusted Advisor Confidential, which was published at the beginning of this year, that focuses on the people out responsible for making it rain.
All right, very good. Craig Lowder, tell us a great sales story.
Great sales story. So I'm going to set this up. The studies show that 80% of our best business clients come through referrals. The question that I have is, why do not business professionals, sales professionals, trusted advisors have a proactive system for generating quality referrals? I had one gentleman that I worked with who was a commercial real estate broker. His name's Nick. And Nick is the tool that I'm going to talk to you about in a minute called the Connector Compass, which I've trademarked. And he followed that system. And within the first year of implementing the system, he increased his qualified leads annually from 19 to 32. He improved his lead conversion rate from 37 to 66%. That's almost doubling it. He increased his average contract size from $16,000 to $29,000. That's a 50% pickup. And here's the stunner. He increased his personal income from $116,000 to $291,000. So the tip here is you need to have a dedicated, proactive system to generate qualified leads, referrals weekly. And you need to have a system, and the system that I'm advocating is called the Connector Compass, which is on my website. It's not meant to be a promotion, but you can get it for free at trustedadvisorconfidential.com. 2 steps, and I think all of you watching, listening, understand this. Number 1, identify the categories of professionals that are your best referral sources. Secondly, pick 3 individuals in each category that you would like to build a value exchange, mutually beneficial relationship with. I'm often asked, well, Craig, why 3? So I use the story, have you ever tried to sit on a one-legged stool? Not easy. So if you lose one referral source in a particular category, you got to start all over again. Two, better, but it's still hard to sit on and you're subject to somebody going away. Three, and we know the power of three, whether it's your social security number, your telephone number, advertisers know it. Just do it absolutely positively overnight. Snap, crapple, Craig, snap, crackle, pop. This is what happens when you get old, Fred. So you have to have three. Anything more than for three, it's hard to feed everyone's mouth. Because if they're providing you a quality referral, whether they say it or not, at some time are going to be expecting you to return with a qualified referral. And if you have too many mouths in a particular category, it's very, very difficult, if not impossible, to do that. And you're one call away from losing that relationship because you're not reciprocating. So, tip, develop a proactive system for generating qualified leads on a regular basis. 2 steps. Identify the categories that are good connectors: bankers, CPAs, human resources professionals, fractionals, etc. And then identify and work on developing relationships with the 3 names that you put in each category.
Wow, that's a great story about referrals. Thank you so much. What would be your advice for someone who's in uh, with a company, like if they work for like a Microsoft or an Oracle or a large company, Ericsson, something along those lines? How do referrals come into play for something like that?
Great question. Quality referrals and lead generation is a two-way street. We're going to receive leads more than likely from our company through their marketing efforts. However, each of us is different. Therefore, we need to take a rifle shot in leveraging our skills and experience. So you need to develop on your own the categories that you're seeking referrals from and the people that you can develop relationships with.
All right. Once again, thank you, Craig Lowder, for today's insights on referrals. My name is Fred Diamond. This is the Sales Story and a Tip podcast.